Of all the mistakes I made during this road trip, not spending more time in Joshua Tree was definitely one of the biggest. But by the time I realized about it, it was already too late. Hello guys, so I'm about to enter Joshua Tree National Park. It's a nice day, it's cloudy, not too hot, just 72 degrees, so I appreciate that. I'm just gonna check out like 2 or 3 spots in the park. That's about it for today. I don't have too much time, so let's do it. I soon realized that driving around and shooting from the side of the road just wasn't going to cut it in this national park. I was also expecting to find those Joshua trees. You can imagine how disappointed I was when I found out that they are not in the southern part of the park, called the Colorado Desert. So to make things a bit easier, and since the colors in the desert are just beautiful, I decided to use the one and only roll of color film I'd brought for the whole road trip, a roll of Portra 400. I'm trying to get to my first destination today, that is called Chola Cactus Garden. I don't have too much time here today. It's my fault. It's been a very lazy week at Palm Springs. I think that driving through LA and Southern California in general wore me out a lot. But yeah, I have no excuses, and now I don't have too much time here at Joshua Tree. We're gonna spend the night here tomorrow, but we're not gonna be here during the day. So this is gonna be pretty much it. But yeah, I'm gonna check out that garden and maybe try to do a hike real quick and then go to a viewpoint for sunset. We'll see if it works. Okay, that was pretty cool. Not something you see every day. I took a few photos, color and black and white. I don't think black and white is gonna work here, but I tried. So yeah, let's go to the next stop. That it would be the hike, but I have a couple hours left of daylight, so yeah, not happening. Well, finally saw some Joshua trees. This is a white tank campground, I think. It looks so cool. So we are staying at Indian Cove tomorrow, and I think it's pretty similar to this one, so I'm very, very excited about it. This is gonna be very, very cool. That's insane. Look, it's a forest of Joshua trees. They are everywhere. They are so cool. They are really cool trees. For sunset, I headed to Kiss View, the highest viewpoint in the park. The view of the Coachella Valley is breathtaking and well worth the drive to the top. When I first saw the clouds, I knew it was going to be a good sunset, but it was way more than that, probably the best one I had in the whole trip. I wasn't looking for colors though, I was looking for silhouettes, shapes, shadows, those things that you can only get at sunrise or sunset, things that you might miss when the sky is exploding in front of you. It was definitely a sunset to remember, but not very good for what I was looking for. I wasn't too happy with my images, but I still wanted to try and find some cool Joshua trees to photograph during blue hour. Their shape fascinates me. But once again, this is not a place to explore from the road, so I only got 2 somewhat just okay images. We went back to Joshua Tree the next day, this time to spend the night there. Unfortunately, the campground was outside of the park and I didn't have the Joshua trees I wanted for sunset. But I'm not going to complain because the place was stunning, there was a full moon that night and the whole landscape was moonlit. It was a good spot to play with some night photography. Alright, so this was it for Joshua Tree. As I said before, a few hours in the park is just not nearly enough to even get a taste of the place. So it's a shame that I didn't take the time there, and many other places around like Anza Borrego that I didn't go to either. So definitely one of the very few places in the whole road trip that are marked in red in my notebook somewhere, because I really must go back to Southern California and check the Ansa Borrego Desert out, and go back to Joshua Tree for at least a few days and really take the time and hike and look for cool Joshua trees, not just get the first one that I see on the side of the road and blah 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 blah. But anyway, in the next episode of the American Road Trip, I go to one of my favorite, if not my favorite, my absolute favorite spot in the US, and this time I do take the time to be there and to take some photos. I think I went there for like 2 or 3 sunrises and 1 sunset or something like that, so hopefully that shows in the video and the photos. Yeah, but before letting you go, I wanted to make a quick and short announcement. You know, I've been thinking, and I used to be the first one to jump into the newest app or social network or whatever the new thing was. I loved those things, but now I'm getting tired of it. It's just very complicated to I don't know, to just know how to use them or how to reach to people, how to keep in touch with people. They change the order of how things appear, or they change how it works, and you have to get used to use hashtags or when to upload the stuff, to when to upload your video if you need this stuff or you need the other one. That's why lately I've been working really hard on my website, because I can control my website 100%. So I have most of my photos are there. I publish or I post my photos there first, and then I post them to Instagram or Twitter. I post these videos there too. I mean, they are hosted on YouTube, but I post them there. And I write a blog there too. So I'm trying to make my website as the central hub of everything that I do. But what I'm missing here is the link between that place, the website, and people or the viewers or people who are interested in that photography, me and what I do and all that stuff. So that's why I'm creating a newsletter. I know that might sound a little bit old school, and it is old school, but I think it's the easiest and most effective way to communicate and to connect with people, because everyone has an email account, and I can control what I do with the newsletter. I can send one newsletter a month, one a year, or twice a week. It doesn't really matter. I can include whatever I want. I can do whatever I want with it, and no one is gonna decide where or how that newsletter is gonna appear to you or to anyone else. So I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description to if you want to sign up for the newsletter, and as a way to say thank you for wanting to keep in touch with me and with what I do. I'm gonna be giving away to the subscribers one ebook that I'm working on. It's called Examples of the Pacific Northwest, and this is about 15 digital images, some of my favorite images that I've made in the time that I lived there in the Pacific Northwest. And this is gonna be an ebook that is gonna be released hopefully this week. It's pretty much done. I'm just correcting typos and formatting some things, and I'm gonna be releasing this, as I said, for subscribers of the newsletter and as a way to say thank you. But this is just gonna be the first of many to come. I'm planning on writing many more books and other stuff that are not books, maybe just really short essays or something like that about film photography, about how to record videos for YouTube. It's about anything that I do. So I want to share all these things, and most of them are going to be giving away on the newsletter. So as I said, follow the link in the description and sign up for the newsletter. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.